Alright. Gotta remember to turn the sound off when I start to do the reviews, alright? Okay, it's been a while since that happened, but we'll leave it. I'm not gonna restart. Alright. So. So moving on to Boogeyman 2. Right? This sequel to the first Boogeyman. Although it doesn't really continue that story. I was getting to the connection before it went off. But I digress. So, Boogeyman 2 tells the story of brother and sister Henry and Laura, who, when they were kids, at a birthday, one of their birthdays, their parents get murdered by the Boogeyman, and they try to tell the cops, it doesn't work. They end up in therapy for most of their lives. Henry mostly, I think Laura gets out of it early. I think she admits early on that there was no Boogeyman, but Henry just, no, there is a Boogeyman, I'm not going to stop believing in it. So this movie kind of starts after the flashback with Henry. Henry gets out of the therapy, the mental hospital, and he's gonna finally have a life. He's got a job lined up for him, out of town, he's got a life. That night, Laura has a dream that her brother is killed by the Boogeyman, and then it sends her to therapy at the mental hospital, where the Boogeyman then shows up and hunts down every patient and doctor or nurse in the hospital. And that's our story, basically. Now that I tell you the story, let's go into the good, shall we? First of all, the kills. The kills in this movie are fantastic. There's one where you got this one girl's phobia is he hunts them down by their phobias, their fears. One girl's fear is her weight, and so the Boogeyman pumps her full of stuff until she explodes all over Laura. Right? Very good. They have Mae Whitman's character hooked up to a thing, and she's a cutter, so they have maggots coming out of her skin, so she's gonna cut them out, right? And that's David Gallagher, yes, Seventh Heaven, another Seventh Heaven actor in this one. His fear is darkness, so he dies in the dark. I guess one guy's afraid to be alone. He dies. I don't remember how he dies. And the germaphobe is another one. He's eating some chips, and he sees there is a cockroach on there, and so he decides to drink a whole thing. The Boogeyman forces him to drink a whole thing of cleaner, his special cleaner. Oh. And also, in the first film there was Seventh Heaven actor Barry Watson, the character in that one. Then there was Xena actor Lucy Lawless. So we got the Seventh Heaven actor in here, David Gallagher. But you also got a Xena actress also in this one, Renee O'Connor, who played Gabrielle. I will be referring to her as Nurse Gabrielle from now on. There's also Tobin Bell, who played Jigsaw. We prefer referring him to as Dr. Jigsaw for the remaining of this review. Alright? Like I said, the kills are great. Especially Gabrielle's kill, alright? It's the twist. And it's another thing that I like, is the twist at the end. I gotta go to the twist to tell you about it, though. So the big twist is that the Boogeyman is actually Henry, the brother, the entire time. And I love that twist, because it's like, oh, you didn't see that coming, because he's got a job. He said he's got a job interview. He's taken out of the film. You don't expect it to be him. He's think it's the Boogeyman. He looks different than he did in the first one, but I always think that they don't have to look the same. They're this one, and the one the first one, the one this one, the one the third one are all different versions of the Boogeyman. They're different Boogeymen. There's more than one, right? So the fact that this one is Henry, and they even go back to show you how it happened. Like, Dr. Jigsaw forced Henry to stay in a closet to face the Boogeyman. He embraced the Boogeyman, and the Boogeyman essentially possessed him. So now he has all the Boogeyman's powers, the Boogeyman is inside of him, and he said he would never kill his own sister. She doesn't get framed. And now what I like about, there's another twist, which I like that too. It's down to Laura and the Boogeyman, and Laura takes the shears and cuts off the Boogeyman's head, only for it to be revealed that it's actually Nurse Gabrielle. I love that. I like that. Oh, he got away. Oh shit. You know me, I love a good oh shit ending. Oh shit, he got away. He's not him. But now we're going to transition into the bad, because the second part of that hits the negative category. Because, okay, if I were in the police place, right? You got a woman claiming the Boogeyman's killing everyone. You got someone dressed up as the Boogeyman. Then right away, even though her head got chopped off, you gotta think, okay, so this nurse was dressing up like the Boogeyman to kill people. That's the smart way to think about it. That's the way it should have went. How did it go? They go in, they see that it's not Henry or the Boogeyman or whatever, and that Laura killed her, and said, just decide, oh, Laura killed her, Laura killed everyone. Yep. That's how it ends, with them assuming that Laura killed everyone. And it was Laura, because she said it was the Boogeyman. No like. Why would you even... I understand that you might think that, but the more logical solution is that Nurse Gabrielle was dressed up like the Boogeyman to kill people, and Laura killed her in self-defense, to defend herself. That's the more logical explanation. It's not true either, but it's more logical than thinking it's just Laura gone nuts and killing people. When you have no... Is there cameras? Hello? There's gotta be a camera that shows Henry taking off the mask. I mean, unless he's able to hack into that. I don't know. And I also gotta mention the way they tell us what happened to Tim from the first one. There's a newspaper that they look up that says that he, after the events of the first film, even though he had faced his fears, he ends up in the mental hospital, this mental hospital, being treated by Dr. Jigsaw, and he ended up committing suicide because of the treatment. That's why they think it's Dr. Jigsaw, and originally I thought it was him too, until all this started happening. I'm like, oh, if it's not really the Boogeyman, it could be Dr. Jigsaw, or the Tobin Bell's character, but it's kind of both the Boogeyman and the regular person, so I don't know, but I just don't like the way because they couldn't get Barry Watson to come back, obviously, which this sets it up. It's essentially the same backstory. Parents killed by the Boogeyman at the beginning, and now they're afraid of the Boogeyman later in life. So it essentially sets it up that they could have just put Tim, could have continued with Tim in the mental hospital, and then, having them hunt down where Tim is in there. But the twist would have had to been changed. That's for sure. Another thing I don't like is the music in this, alright? Whenever there's a kill, the kills are awesome, I already told you that. But they dial up the freaking music. Dun, 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 dun. It's just like, really? You gotta put the music on high when you're doing this? Dun, 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 dun. It's like... And even the chase scenes, the music is just overpowers everything. It's like, is it really necessary to have that much background music for this movie? I don't know, guys. I do like Boogeyman 2. I think it's better than the first one. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, because I think it's better than the first one. It's got more kills. It's got more of that slasher feel to it as well, even though the kills are supernatural. But I'm just saying, I do prefer this over the first one. I watched it more than the first one, I know that. But yeah, so that's Boogeyman 2. What are your thoughts on Boogeyman 2? Let me know in the comments. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Boogeyman 3 is next. God help us. Love, peace, and chicken grease.